Hello there, gorgeous people. Welcome back to Crafters TV. I hope you are doing well. Oh my word, we are so excited. We've been running around the studio all morning looking at this gorgeous brand new collection that we've got coming up for you. You might have noticed we are in the other studio. We just like to mix it up from time to time. It's like going on tour. We've gone on tour to next door is what we've done for the show today, and I say we have gone on tour to next door. It's not just myself, but the lovely Michelle is with me. You enjoying the tour to next door, Michelle?
I am. I must admit, I do keep walking into the wrong studio though. So.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm loving it. My area looks beautiful.
Look at you. You look very bougie. You look like you're in a club in Marbella over there. You do. I think someone's going to come out with a massive magnum of champagne with a sparkler in it in a moment.
That sounds good to
me. You look very, very fancy. We've got, of course, the brand new Angel collection. My word, it's been so busy already, Michelle. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It is so beautiful. And I have got a couple of samples here to show you. Look at this. Look at that beautiful angel. Is it harp? It is now. It's now a harp. But you've got that beautiful dome front card, and then we've got this one. So you've got this lovely edgeable down here of that beautiful angel, and this one has been coloured in and glittered up. But I've got to show you this. Look at this.
Beautiful.
So this is by Lisa. All the samples we've got are beautiful, but this is Lisa's. So we open this up. So you can see that there's the semicircle cut out, so you know that you're going to be able to put something in the tops of all those. We've got little pockets on there using the vellum, using the paper pad, using all of the little elements that come with this collection. But look at that, totally beautiful. And then I've just got a couple of boxes that I want to share because, again, absolutely gorgeous. So using those angel wings on that side, we've got that beautiful feather edgeable on that side. Look at that beautiful angel and the paper piecing with that one. And then again, you've got that lovely one on the side. And then I'll just bring in this last one. Again, another box. So I think, you know, this collection has screamed out boxes to everyone, 3D stuff. But those wings, I mean, look at those ones, they lift. We've got some lovely vellum behind there. And then just on the lid, you've got that lovely angel die. So that angel die comes with lots of different sentiment stamps in there for you to sort of be making up. So this one says, "An angel in the house, they say, will guard your family night and day." So.
It really is a gorgeous collection. I love that it strikes lots of different connotations as well. It's got a vintage feel to it, absolutely, definitely it has whatsoever. It's got a slight sort of maybe in memory feel to it. I also think you could make it quite mythical if you wanted to as well. It could be a little bit ancient Greek, a little bit ancient Roman. I think it's one of those collections that you're going to really see in which direction you're going to want to take it, and that's going to make it super versatile and definitely worth having in your crafty stash. Now the details are here on the screen. You guys have found this already on the website. It's the whole collection. It gives you one of everything. I cannot believe the saving we've put on it for this launch as well. Your intro price, it's a 30% saving as an intro. Normally 20% would give you for a launch. 30% today, $41.88 or $51.40 is your saving, and then you're going to be able to use your Club Inspired discount. I've got big news though. I know how many of you love to add an extra 12 by 12 pad into your collection. Here's the details. Brilliant value these days on our 12 by 12 pads as always. It's a gorgeous pad. It's got lots going on. There's loads of depth to the image. You've got those really beautiful angel imagery all the way through here in a whole host of different colours. Do you know what they remind me of? They've got a little bit of a sort of a Capodimonte feel to them. Yes. You know, sort of like Italian porcelains kind of vibe to it. Really, really cool. Lovely colours. Quite neutral as well. Lots of foliage and florals running through them. Loads of musical inspired. I love this here. Can you see the angel here with the, what are we calling that? Can you see it? It's very, very faint. It's almost like a watermark. It's like a very long trumpet. I'm not sure what they're called, but we will find out.
Trumpet.
It's a really, really long Trumpet. That has a name, I'm sure. What I need to tell you though is that we only have, well, there are less than 180 additional paper pads. So I'm pretty sure that if this doesn't go in the wake up call, it's definitely going to go in the launch show. I know how many of you love to add additionals of this into your main collection. If you want it, you will need to be quick for it. It's a great price, £12 or $16 if you are a platinum member. Let me run you through the other paper elements then that you are getting in here. Beautiful luxury linen cardstock to perfectly complement the rest of the collection. So we've got that lovely blush pink, that real sort of like a sort of it's like a racing green, but it's kind of a little bit richer. It's gorgeous. A wonderful midnight blue, and then you've got that gorgeous lilac in there too. So that is your luxury linen cardstock. Everything is available individually. What I would say is if you're spending over £40 or $50 on individuals, you'll get 10% off as well. So maybe you're going to add a couple of the extra paper pads, a couple of the luxury linens, and maybe one of the vellums, because wait until you see this vellum. It is exquisite. You're going to get 6 designs in here. You'll get 4 of each, which is beautiful. It's all going to perfectly match the designs that are there in the paper pad for you. I think it really, the imagery in here really lends itself to vellums so well. And again, it's going to match perfectly. Great for giving you extra textures, loads of different techniques that you can do with your vellums. I'll just show you the other 2 designs that you're going to receive in there. They are stunning. They really are. So that is your vellum. So you'll get 6. You get 4 of each of those 6 designs. So that's 24 of the vellums in the 8. I don't know why I'm still holding that piece of paper. Not sure what's going on there. You'll also get all then of your hardware as well. Very busy on this already. 20 of you already have checked out your baskets in the first 7 minutes. There are loads of you on the website. We will get to each and every one of you. Let's have a little look at the dyes then that we've got in here, because they are beautiful. Love that you've got matte and layers for this. Again, it's definitely got those angel connotations to it. I actually think you could make that quite colourful. I think you want to do something like a lovely stained glass window effect with that. Imagine that with some acetates behind there, getting your alcohol inks involved. You've got these here as well, Believe in Angels. And I think this has definitely got quite a Greek feel to it if you wanted to take it in that kind of direction. All of your different sentiments. And I think, you know, sentiments are always very important in a collection, but none more so in this one. You've got things like You Are a Blessing, I Believe in Angels in here as well. You can see faith tells me that no matter what lies ahead of me, you are already there, angels. How beautiful is that? Really lovely. This one here as well is called your heaven sent, is what you're looking at just there. Again, a beautiful dye, really large. Going to slot in really nicely with things like your Bethlehem collection as well. I think you're going to be able to use this alongside that really well. A gorgeous edgeable here as well. Feathers hold such connotation, don't they, for lots and lots of people. So it's always lovely to have one of those in the collection. That's exactly what you've got here. A couple of edgeables in here because we know how popular they are. This one is Eternal Love that you are looking at there, and again, I love the width of that edgeable. A lot of different ideas and a lot of different things you're going to be able to achieve with that. Angel Kisses is this one. So we're giving you the angel in the die cut sentiment, and then all of the other words. You're going to be able to curate lots of different sentiments from that one stamp and die collection. If you love your colouring mediums, we haven't forgotten about you at all. You've got Angel Prayer in here, which is those stamps and dies, and the sentiment in there, which says there is joy in the presence of angels. And then this one here, which also has the You Are in My Thoughts. So you've got the main imagery and the embellishments. You can mix and match those across the 2 there as well. And then the embossing folder. It is an absolute joy, this. Lots of dimension on here. You've got the wings in the foreground, all of that beautiful script in the background of there as well. If you bought all of that individually, you would be looking at £136 or $171, $94.99 or $119.95. That platinum's down to under £76 or $96. Lots of you chatting away with me in the comments already. I'd love to know who's gone for it. If you want to get in touch, Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion across on YouTube, and we'll do some of those comments as we go. If it's the 12 by 12 pad individually you are after, you really need to think about getting that in your basket and checking it out quickly. It is going very fast. We kind of knew, Michelle, that would be the case. I love this collection, Michelle, because it's unlike, I think, anything that we've done since I've been here at Crafters Companion.
Oh, definitely, and that's exactly what I was thinking when I have been having a play with it all week. It is absolutely beautiful, and again, with our paper pads, you've got sort of multi-layers, so you look at it and you see particular images, you see particular patterns, and then you look at it again and you see even more, and then you look at it again and you're picking up so many different things. They are going to go with all your other collections, but it is absolutely so different to anything and everything that we've got. You are going to love this. So shall I get on with my first demo?
Please.
So I have picked The Feathers Appear, and I've picked this beautiful stamp set. I mean, the sentiments in this are absolutely gorgeous. When you believe in angels, you have friends in high places. I love that one. But yeah, there's some others. Love you for being there when I needed you. So yeah, if anyone else is singing,
It's a great one for you Robbie Williams fans out there.
ABBA song.
Isn't it?
Do you know, it's funny because when I was...
Or any Annie Lennox fans?
Yeah. When I was prepping with this through the week, I actually had to put the ABBA song on and sing to it half a dozen times.
Which one?
Is it I Had a Dream? I Believe in Angels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to sing it for you, not this early. Because my daughter literally came down and she went, "Why are you playing this?" And then she saw the collection.
I really want to go to that ABBA experience in London.
Yes.
It's running until middle of next year, I think, and a friend's celebrating their 50th birthday there and invited me to go along.
Oh, really?
They've hired out a disco dance floor, a box that has got a disco dance floor, and I'm working. I have to go to that.
Love that.
Sad times.
I love me a bit of ABBA, I must admit.
Oh, yeah.
You can't beat a bit of ABBA, definitely. Right, let me just pop that back on there. So this beautiful feather die, you can see it's an edgeable because it doesn't have that cutting element there, just the cutting blade all across there, and then that beautiful decorative feather. So I'm going to bring in a black piece of card that I've already pre-cut and pre-scored. We're going to do a nice double gatefold with this. So, I've lost a piece of card already, of course I have. But that's all right. It's because I'm in a new studio.
Next door, that's why.
I'm
all next door.
I'm all discombobulated. So my two gatefold pieces are 3 inches wide, and I'm going to pop this on. So let's fold that back out and bring in my tape. I just feel like I just need to burst out into song, because that song really is, now we've mentioned it again, stuck in my head. And I hope it's stuck in everyone else's head as well. Oh, you're welcome.
You've definitely got it. Well, it's definitely an earworm, that one. A lot of people saying hi already. Audrey says, "Good morning, fellow crafters. I'm so excited for today's deals, and I've already filled my cart and checked out. Woohoo!"
Oh,
Sarah
God.
Brown saying hi from the couch in Australia. Hi, Sarah, and the couch. Elena says, "Good morning, Joe and Michelle, from a dull grey East London." It's a bit dull and grey everywhere, isn't it? Patricia saying, "Good morning from everyone from Stone Mountain, Georgia." Whenever anyone messages in from Georgia, I do wonder if it's Georgia the state in America or Georgia the country in Eastern Europe. I'm going to go with Georgia the state in America. Elena's got their new Angel collection ordered and done. There are so many of you in the ordering process at the moment. Marsha saying how lovely the samples are. Kirsty D says, "Good morning all, order the collection, it's gorgeous, have to have it." Shadia says, "Good morning, Michelle and Prince Joe. Is that a new studio?" No, we're on tour, next door. Maybe that could become a thing, like you go and sleep round at your neighbours and they sleep at yours, like a holiday. Going on holiday, 2 weeks all inclusive next door.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good idea.
What with the cost of living couscous and that, I think it could be a good idea.
Definitely. So let's get these little bits popped out. Where's it? Poke it all. So look at that beautiful feather. How gorgeous is that? So let's get rid of all those bits. And let me see if I've got a black piece of... Oh, I don't. How have I not got a spare black piece of cat? It's because I've been kicked out of my studio.
Because we're on tour next door, we don't know where anything is.
Right, so I've got 2 pieces now. So I've already cut one out, and then I've got so the one that I've cut out and one I've already got cut out. So It's my gatefold card, so I've just cut both pieces exactly the same size. These are 3 inches wide each, but what I'm going to do is, so that one's going to sort of fold inside out, and that one's going to fold the right way to enable me to make that gatefold card. So let me bring this piece in, because my gatefold card is going to be 6 inches by the height of the feather, which is 6.3. So let me just cut this one down to 6.
Okie doke.
And then it gives me my back piece.
Paolo says, hi Joe Michelle, cold and wet here today, but the dog's still got her walk. I like the look of the new set. How quick is it selling? Very, very quickly at the moment. I think just because it's so unusual, I think that's why lots of you are going for it. Alicia says, hi Michelle, so lovely to see you. This set is beautiful, just like you. How lovely is that?
Thank you. Oh, I'll pay you later. Right, so I've got my 6-inch piece of card, which enables me to measure these up or line these up perfectly, layer them on the top or underneath, it's entirely up to you, and then when it closes I've got that perfect gatefold. So we'll just glue these on. So I'm just going to use my Kalal glue for this.
Melissa says, morning all, orders in, looking forward to all the inspiration, or ispirazione if you're Italian. Lynn says, love your shirt Joe, we have Go Yellow Day for fundraising for our Mountbatten Hospice on the 7th. I think you knew. Yeah, I'm just getting in there early. Sandra says, morning Joe, Michelle, CTV crew, Caitlin, Crafty family, friends, and Michelle's Ben. All the hellos there from Sandra this morning. Alicia's loving the collection. Says, I see you making a lot of sympathy, get well, and encouraging cards with this. Absolutely brilliant. Rhiannon says, the product development team have gone above and beyond with this collection. It is absolutely stunning. It really is. And Audrey says as well, so happy to get this new collection and the extra paper pads as well. It really is awesome. And Val says, Angels ordered not just Christmas but steampunk and so much more. Love it, Val in Southampton. Do you know what? Steampunk is definitely a good shout with this. Not something I'd thought of, Val. It's a great idea.
It is. Do you know what? That's the great thing, how we all look at something and see something totally different in it, and there is so many elements in this that you're gonna love it. I'm sort of lost for words because it's.
I'm being a stamp. Do you reckon I'd be first class or second class? Definitely second class. Definitely second class.
Second class. Right, so I've just cut down a piece of that gorgeous 12 by 12 paper, and I've specifically cut it round that beautiful angel. I want her on full display because she is just beautiful.
It's funny how this, she's no longer with us, but definitely reminds me of my grandma, this collection. Something my grandma would have absolutely loved. She loved like antique porcelains and pottery. She was obsessed with like ancient Italian culture as well. I think this would have been a collection that she would have absolutely adored.
It is just, it's so beautiful. It's delicate but bold. It's just, every word that I can think of to describe something that's absolutely fabulous, this collection is. So if you cannot tell from already how much I love this collection.
And definitely timeless as well. Something you're going to have in your stash for years and years and years, and it's always going to stay relevant, which is awesome.
It really is. It's just, and the paper pads, the vellum pad, again, all gorgeous. So again, so this is some of the texture card from the A4 card pad that you're going to get. And I'm just
already approaching 10% of the full collection gone. Already 10% gone, approaching. In 19 minutes into the launch, it is going to be incredibly busy. It's going to go incredibly quickly. What about the paper pads, Johnny? How are we doing? Ooh, so about a quarter of the stock of the individual paper pads have gone also in the first 20 minutes. It's extremely busy out there. You're in the really fortunate position. I always say this with collections of this type. This will come back. This collection will sell out, but it will come back. But you might only have about half the items. You'll probably not have the 12 by 12. I imagine the luxury cardstock will be gone. You might get the vellums. You might get some of the dies, some of the stamps. You're in a fortunate position right here, right now, whereby you've got everything available to you. So you can either go for absolutely everything, or you have the fortunate choice of picking and choosing the bits that you want. After today, I'd imagine, in fact, you know, maybe even halfway through our launch day show later, we won't be in that position anymore. You will be limited to the items that you can go for. So whether you're going for the whole collection, adding some extra bits in, or building your own bundle and spending over £40 or $50 and getting that extra 10% off, make sure you've got all the choices open to you if you do want to get involved on this incredible collection. And get involved you are. My, oh my, it's so busy over on the website at the moment.
I'm not surprised. So I have just got my silver Pebeo, and I'm just gonna, my gilding wax, I'm just gonna go over those edges just to blend it in a little bit to that background. So if you see them both, you can see that really stands out, but just putting a little bit of ink on those edges. I'm just blending it in just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. I'm gonna bring that one round as well and just pop just a little bit on the edge. Just sort of round the edge. It just softens it up a little bit because I've done it in black and it can be a bit harsh or bold. This is just softening those edges up. So if I take it off again, see, it's just softened those edges and made it blend in a little bit more. So let me just give that a good little wipe.
Loads of people still tuning in saying hello. Sarah Brown says, that's funny, we just had Robbie Williams here singing on our grand final football. He was on before the game, he was fantastic. Even my French neighbour went, ooh la la. She thought he was very nice in his pink suit. Ooh la la. Oui, oui, mon ami. Don't know what any of that means, but I'm sure it sounded French.
So I'm just going to get a couple of pieces of ribbon. I'm going to tie those round here.
It's very, very busy on the website. I hope you're all staying safe as well over on the East Coast. I know lots of you have had storms or are expecting storms, especially over in Florida. So I hope you're all staying safe and have battened down the hatches. A good excuse to stay inside and craft.
Yes.
And that's what Jennifer says. She says, good morning, wait for the hurricane to hit. So what else to do? Shop for an angel collection. Got the extra paper pads, luxury cardstock and the vellum, and a couple of Halloween pads as well. What a brilliant haul you've got there, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Patricia was up at 5 a.m. making sure she got hands on this collection. She did not want to miss out. Cheryl said, good morning, missed you all the past week, been in having surgery. Oh, I hope it went well, Cheryl. Just ordered the pads now to watch the demo and see if I want it all. I'm sure you will. Diane as well is watching us from hospital this morning as well. She hasn't been very well. I hope you are on the mend and tickety-boo soon as possible, Diane.
So I've just already stamped this out, and so faith tells me that no matter what lies ahead of me, angels are already there. And I'm just going to pop it up in that corner because I don't want to cover any of that beautiful angel up. And I'm just gluing it straight down flat. I'm not going to put it on foam pads because it's going to be in the middle of my gatefold card. So if I just fold that in, got my lovely ribbon on there. So then if I just turn this round for you, you've got that beautiful double gatefold there with those beautiful feathers and that lovely angel just on the inside.
Gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely glorious. What a wonderful collection. It's going so quickly. Emma Bailey says, Joe, it's so Joe looking left is so strange. Yes, Michelle is over here today because we are on tour next door. We will be back in the main studio for our 2 p.m. show as usual. What a beautiful die, says Vicky Elena, saying angels and butterflies are so special to me and my family. Panda Craft is saying good morning, Joe, Caitlin and the crafty crew from sunny Doncaster. Susan's loving the collection. Cherry says I've got the full collection and of course all the extra papers. Have a feeling the papers will go fast. You are not wrong there, Cherry. And Karen's loving this as well. Batten down, waiting the hurricane at the moment. Let's hope whatever happens, it doesn't knock your internet out. That's what we pray for. Right, let's, I want to just come back to, again, the pad. It is going really fast. I don't know if the pad, the on its own will be here for the later launch day show. So that is either if you're going for it as an extra in addition to your main collection, or you're building your own bundle. If you want the option of being able to put the 12 by 12 into your basket, you will need to think about doing that very, very quickly. I don't want to alarm you, I just don't want it to sell out and me not have told you. Again, really beautiful imagery. Really lovely, lots going on, very vintage in theme. Definitely can see you doing Christmas cards with this. I think they're going to work really, really well. In memory cards, sympathy cards, those cards that are really kind of sometimes a little difficult to strike a tone with. I think this is going to allow you to strike that tone perfectly, which is why it's so busy at the moment. 36 sheets of that, 180 GSM there as well. So that is your luxury card top. Most of you at the moment are going for the main collection and adding in 2 of these and also 1 each of the luxury card and the vellums as well. That is why the 12 by 12 is going so quickly. I thought we had enough of the extra 12 by 12s, but clearly we have underestimated it. Let me share with you the luxury linen cardstock. Again, beautiful, 250 GSM, a really light linen texture, which is gorgeous. Beautiful pink in here. You've got those greens, the wonderful midnight blue. It's almost like a French navy kind of feel, really gorgeous. And the lilacs, which are going to work so beautifully with all of the angel imagery within there. Then we have also got your vellums too. Let me share these with you. These are absolutely stunning. I love how we've gone quite not light on the imagery, but it's almost kind of like a watermark, isn't it, in places, and I think it works so beautifully with that angel imagery. You've got different characters on each of them. The angels sort of seem to have their own characteristics in this collection, which is lovely. They're all clutching different things. Some of them have flowers, some of them playing musical instruments, as you can see just here as well. It really is beautiful. A lovely variation on colour as well. It's definitely got a little bit, the angels are a little bit Michelangelo, aren't they? That's what it reminds me of. It's a bit Sistine Chapel-esque in places. I think it's such a wonderful, wonderful collection. So that is your vellums that you've got there. Have you been to Rome, Michelle?
No.
Oh, it's so beautiful. No. I'm not really an overly religious person, but the Sistine Chapel in the Vatican, honestly, like, I nearly shed a tear. I didn't shed a tear, but I came very close. You're not allowed to, so you go in and it's in a room. No, you're not allowed any cameras or anything. There's guards everywhere. And the guide that is with says, go to the middle of the room, don't look up at the roof, and then look up. And honestly, like, it nearly knocks you over. It's so beautiful. Yeah, it's definitely got that feel to it, this collection. Let's move into the hardware that you're getting there. So you've got Heavenly Blessings. Really lovely sizes, these, whether you want to use them on their own as a focal point or incorporate them into a larger project. You've absolutely got the ability to do that. This one is Believing Angels, which is those gorgeous, gorgeous wings there, as you can see. It reminds me of Kylie's Aphrodite La Folie tour. She sung a cover of Must Be Talking to an Angel and flew on a dancer across the arena that was wearing a pair of angel wings like that were about 10 feet long. Wow. I know. How do we go from Sistine Chapel to Kylie's Aphrodite La Folie tour in one seamless link? That's why you love it, isn't it?
You don't get that anywhere else.
You don't get it anywhere else. This one here is Angel Blessings, as you can see. Friends are angels in disguise, wishing you peace, love and joy. Thank you for being there when I needed you. You are heaven sent. Just a few of the different sentiments that was in there. Heaven sent is this one just here, again, with those beautiful angel wings. I love that this one is not symmetrical. Most of the dies we bring you are symmetrical. This one isn't. It's asymmetrical, is that what it means? Is that the right word? Yeah. Which is nice because it gives it a little bit of a different feel. I think it's lovely that we've included that in the collection. Beautiful feathers in here. I know for so many people, feathers signify so many things. My friend Hayley absolutely loves collecting feathers and remembering loved ones. If that's something that's significant for you, then you've got that in there. It's going to allow you to do that. This one here is your eternal love with the angel there and the dove. I could see lots of opportunity to Get creative there on that one, Michelle. I can see maybe beautiful vellums in the background of that. How about cutting the die itself into vellum to give it a really different feel?
Yes.
You've got so many options with this. Talking of options, this is a brilliant one. So this is your angel kisses. So this is your angel die. So you've got the die that's going to cut that there. And then you've got things like kisses by your side, sweet little, guardian, may there always be Anne, feathers appear when Anne. So you can really curate your own sentiment there with that one. And also your own layout, which is good. So you can format it how you want for the project you're making. Angel prayers are this one just here as well. So brilliant that you're now in control of skin tones as well, and overall colour themes with these. You've got dies that allow you to cut those out, and you've got sentiments in there as well. And for ethereal, sorry, I always struggle with this word. Ethereal.
Ethereal.
Yeah, I want to say Eritrea, and that's a country in Africa. Ethereal angel. And you've also got angel wings in there too. It is off the chart busy at the moment. The website is absolutely in meltdown. We will get to every single one of you. Lots of you I know have already checked out your collection. Something else you might want to go for is a brilliant ink pad selection that is going to go perfectly. It's been selected by the team next door to perfectly complement this angel collection. And in here you're going to get Pine Tree, Sandstorm, Pale Fig, Frosty Jade. You've also got Crushed Velvet, Oasis, the Plum Jam, and then a couple of our limited edition ones, Lavender Ice and Frosted Sea Glass as well, which are going to work. Are they not in there? Oh, they are in there, right. So you'll get those in there, but they are the limited edition ones from Frosty and Bright, so great opportunity to get your hands on those, saving you £10 or $16, so you're getting 2 of those for free in there, which is amazing. We also, so £43 or $64, only if you want to get your hands on those. We also have the tri-blend markers available for you. Matching colours here. Floral blends is this one. Some options here. We've also got portrait blends. Then we also have exotic blends and coastal blends as well for you. So they are your options. All of them $17.99 or $26.50 if you want to go for those. Lots of you still chatting away with us as well. Island says I want to buy the whole thing. Oui, mon ami means yes, yes, my friend. There we are. Now I know. Elena says I'm loving the use of black instead of white. Red would be interesting too. Regina says good morning to the whole team. Michelle's loving the collection. Betty says that was my exact order. 1 collection, 2 extra paper pads, 1 extra cardstock, 1 extra vellum. That seems to be the way that most people are going at the moment. Elena says only you could make that link, Joe, as does Victoria. And finally Linda says good morning from Chicago. To quote from a famous movie, just when I thought I was done, they pull me right back in again. OMG, this collection is absolutely to die for, no pun intended. Oh, bought it all, plus some extras, need a bigger house. Gosh, Linda, you are a bad, bad lady, but I love you. Right, back to you, Michelle.
How do I follow that one? So I'm going to use the Heaven Scent. I absolutely adore this particular die. It's so beautiful. So you have got, as always, we have that beautiful matte piece. So you can matte and layer this up as you want. And then we've got this this lovely angel. I mean, so she's 3.6 inches by 4.7 inches. So she's a beautiful size for this. So let's get this cut out. So I've got black again, where we're going to cut the outline out. And then we've got, I've got some of our Nina colouring card that we're going to pop through. And then we're going to colour this in. This one is just crying out to either be coloured in or paper piece. So I mean, if I turn it round, you've got some lovely large elements there that you're going to be able to paper piece. And so if you've got our paper piece in adhesive sheets, then you're going to be using those on this, absolutely. You can be putting it onto acetate and you know, inking up that acetate, having that stained glass window effect behind her, or just using your vellums. So many ways that you're going to be using this. It is a stunning die, it really is. So let's get this off. Pop that in the bin. I'm going to try and save that piece of tape, but it ripped.
You treat yourself to a new piece, don't you worry about it, Michelle.
So, let me get all these bits popped out.
Gilmore says, I've been wishing for an angel collection for many years. So happy CC has come out with such a stunning collection. It really is beautiful, isn't it? It's got real lovely vintage feel to it. So glad that so many of you love it and are going for it. It is getting busier and busier as well as we go through this wake-up call. Remember, a full 2-hour launch is coming up with myself and Sarah, and that will be at 2 p.m. in the UK, which I'm now going to have to try and remember that I think that is 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. West Coast. No one's corrected me, Michelle, so it must be correct.
Right, I'm just popping all these last little bits out. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it back through with this, and then it's going to give me this.
Oh, amazing.
So if you run both dies through together, you're going to get this, and I've just run the matte piece through with that. So I'm just going to pop that on there. Let's pop that to the side for now. I just thought you don't want to see me keep popping all those bits out and run it back through, so we're going to do this. So we're going to get this taped down. So there's two different ways you could actually do this. So you could get this piece here, get a full piece of your colouring card, tape it down, colour through, and then die cut it out. But but I've done it this way. So it's again entirely up to you, either or. So let me just make sure I'm taping the right side, and then we'll tape it down. I've picked some of those tri-blends that we do have on the show today.
Jan says, I thought I had resolved that I didn't need anything extra craft-wise. So much that Angel Collection is out on its way for me. Regina says, I felt the same. I swore I didn't need this collection. I've seen it. It's in my basket. My craft room is busting at the seams. Kathy says, I said I was not going to buy this collection, and it is in my car and checked out. I think it's one of those collections that you've seen it. Maybe you thought it's not something you needed based on its description, but when you've seen it and seen how beautiful it is and realise how much craftability you're going to get out of it, and also realise that it's probably not going to be around for very long, lots of you have decided that it needs to come home with you. Absolutely. And that is what you are deciding right now. Loads and loads of you going for this at the moment.
So I've picked 4 of my tri-blends. So I've got the antique pink, I've got the vintage blue, absolutely perfect colours for this collection. Then the fair skin blend, and that's a totally different thing. Earth brown shades. So we're going to go in with her hair, and because it's the black card that I've got it on, it's I don't need to worry. If I'd used white card to matte and layer over the top, I wouldn't be doing this, but because it's the black, it just works perfectly. It's not a problem.
Remember as well, not just a launch day coming up today for you at 2 p.m. here in the UK, which is 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. West Coast. We will also have launch party as well. It's a party, and that'll be up tonight. That doesn't make any sense, Joe. That will be coming up tonight at 6 p.m. here in the UK, which is 1 o'clock on the East Coast, 10 a.m. on the West Coast. Fingers crossed. I think they are the right times.
I think I've got some demos planned for later as well, but I'm pretty sure I don't think we'll get to them. Not if it keeps selling as it is.
Not if it continues as it is. We may have to bring in a backup bundle without things like papers, vellums, cardstocks,
yes,
some of the more popular dies and stamps that are in here. There will be another bundle that comes after this bundle sells out. There is no doubt about that. What we can't guarantee though is what will be in it, because as always with these styles of bundles, whether it's a collection like this or a signature collection or a Nature's Garden collection, there will be elements that we still have some of, which we'll be able to bring back to you. But if you want the luxury of having everything available to you, whether that's the fall collection with additional extras or building your own bundles and taking advantage of that 10% off when you're spending £40 or $50, then I think you're going to have to do that. Certainly today, maybe even before our launch day show a little bit later this afternoon here in the UK.
So I've just changed to my vintage blue.
You would give her ginger hair. She'd look a little bit like Florence from Florence and the Machine there. Here.
Yes, she absolutely would, wouldn't she? So I'm totally lost in this, Joe, in my colouring.
Michelle says, does the angel only have one leg or is the other leg covered? The other leg, I think she's totally covered. She hasn't got any legs.
Oh,
that's the fold in
looks
her.
Like a leg.
Yeah, she's not in the can-can. It's not the Moulin Rouge, Michelle. As she dies, I'm trying to figure out for the life of me, where is that standing fairy's other leg? Both of the legs are behind her. What's the outfit called that fairies wear? Angels. She's not a fairy, is she? She's an angel. Angels and fairies, they're probably related though, aren't they? Somewhere along the lines.
Maybe, yeah. Distant cousins or something.
Distant cousins, yeah, twice removed. They must be related. Yeah, that's the folds in her outfit. It's a robe. Of course that's where angels wear robes, Johnny. How silly of me. A gown, maybe, Caitlin suggested.
I coloured these in at the bottom, then it's going to be more obvious that that's her dress.
Yeah, I do see it though. I understand why you might thought that.
It does look. That one does look like a little bit of like a bit of a risque angel. That would be, wouldn't it?
Now I notice. I think her leg's situated underneath the shawl. Now that Michelle is covering in a shawl, Shadia thinks that angels wear shawls. There we are. I thought a shawl was something that went over your shoulders.
Yeah.
I couldn't be shawl about it, but you know. It's a robe. Sandra says it's a robe.
We'll go with robe, definitely. So if I get that bottom bit, I see now, all I can see now when I look at it is a leg.
Yeah, it's definitely a dress.
I don't see her robe anymore. So there we go, so look. That is her robe. So then we'll colour one of these flowers in next to it, make it more obvious.
Joe,
that
we'll have, Gilmore says we'll have to ask an angel. We will indeed. Yeah. There aren't any angels here in the studio. Oh, sorry, are you an angel? But Michelle was actually a little bit put out there by that statement, wasn't she? I think Knickers is an angel, isn't she?
Have you met Nicola?
She's saying something, but I can't hear her because she switched me off, unfortunately.
So because these are so small, you don't have to worry about doing your 3-shade blend because they look beautiful just as they are. But what I will do is I'll probably just do the middle bits, that little bit darker.
Any questions you've got about this collection, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube, and I will pop them across to Michelle for you. So get those in. I'd love to know what you're going to be using this collection for. How do you envisage crafting with this? Do let me know over in the comments. We'll no doubt have a craft along planned in real soon for this as well. Don't know if it's on the schedule at the moment. We will find out for you. It's not on there at the moment. I'm sure we'll get it planned in ASAP.
Yes. So this is the one that I've just been colouring in, and this is the one that I've already coloured in. So we're going to pop that one to the side, and then, well, we'll pop them both to the side because we're going to make a card. So I have got a piece of card, and it is 16 by 6. So I have used, obviously, one of my big A3 sheets of card. Now, this is already pre-scored, so I'm just going to do all the folds, and when I get on with these folds, you'll see what I'm doing. Now it has a name. Of course it has a name, and I forgot it. But as
the
soon
fold?
as... Yes, the fold of the card that I'm going to be doing. Oh, yeah, maybe we can make it a guessing game. The first person to guess wins. What can they win, Joe?
Our admiration, love and respect.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Because otherwise we'll have to get someone to post it, and we can just send that down the line to you. Gilmore says the close-up shot is so cool because I can see the alcohol colouring as it dries and blends.
Yeah.
Gillian seeing one leg in leggings and another in a flared trouser. Now that's a look. Michelle says colour the bodice and it will look less like a swimsuit. There you are. Colour it up exactly how you wish. I bet with stained glass windows technique, stained glass window technique would look awesome with a lot of these dies, Michelle. That is a very fancy card shape, Michelle.
It's very easy to do. It's just lots of folds on there. That's it. And you just need to make sure that you get these edges nice and sharp. Just give them a nice good burnish. So it's right on the tip of my tongue. I do keep saying I need to start writing them down. So there we go. So that is the, did I write it down? Let me just have a look. I've got all my little bits wrote down for these. No, I've just put template for the card base. So that I helped myself in no way, shape or form there, did I? So I've burnished all those
You're loving a boingy card, aren't you, at the moment? This is another boingy one.
A boingy card, yeah. I've got black and then, just look at the feathers and sort of the clouds in the background, and then you've got that musical score on there, and then you've got the white that makes it look a little bit distressed. There's just so much on these when you're looking at them. They're just absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to glue the...
It's a diamond fold. Christine Mahoney comes through there.
Thank you.
You have won the coveted prize I love, respect and admiration, Christine, but you already had that. So you get another helping of it. There you go.
And I think I've said before, haven't I? I've got a huge book and it's got all of these drawings in, my drawings, which no one else can make any sense of at all. But I've got no names for anything, so I really need to go back through my book, write all the names in it.
Michelle says it looks a bit like the Star Wars ship before it's decorated.
Yes.
It's almost like you were in my dream last night, Michelle. I was having some very strange dreams last night that I was telling Nickers about this morning. It's like imagine what's the thing in Star Wars called, the big ship, what's it called? The Death Star. Imagine like the Death Star met a cruise liner. That's what I was on holiday on last night in my dream. Very strange. And I had some other colourful ones that I won't tell you about. No, not in that way, but like as in they just were a bit odd. Yeah, a bit odd. You just don't need to know. Rhiannon says I haven't seen that card fold before. Likes to see that.
Well, I do have, I've got them wrote down here. I've got the dimensions for this. So I will pop them on my page and then have a go. It's very simple. There's just lots of score lines. But besides that, it's a nice, simple, but it's beautiful. And I like this one because if you've got something that you really want to have on display, right, really front and focal, this is perfect for it. It absolutely is. So let me just get the last few of these glued down. So I haven't mat and laid any of these because of the fold, to put a mat behind it, and then the layer, it's going to be too clunky to be able to fold up properly. But if you do want that mat and layer look, just ink the edges of these, then you've got that faux mat and layer look. And obviously you'll be using the inks that we've got on the show that go perfectly with this collection. Sandra
thinks it's the X-Wing fighter, not the Death Star. I wouldn't know. I'm not really a Star Wars fan myself, Michelle. No. Are you? Gilmore says, Joe, tell us about your strange dreams. I have a sense Joe might be having a fake Friday, says Gilmore. You would be correct, Gilmore. I was in a bit of a fake Friday yesterday as well, wasn't I? It's been a bit of a fake Friday kind of week, all week. It's because Johnny's back in the building. I've missed him. It's been so long since we've worked with Johnny. Hadn't worked with Charlotte for ages. Hadn't worked with Nickers for ages. It's been a great week. What can I say? It was my birthday yesterday as well, and it's my birthday today. Of course, it's the day I used to celebrate my birthday on today. So it's been a great week. What can I say? And then we've got to launch this beautiful collection. So as weeks go, it's been a pretty good one, Michelle.
Yeah. And you got to work with me again.
And I got to work with you, Michelle.
Again.
How could I forget that? But we only seem to work together at the moment, don't we? We didn't work together for months, and now they don't let us work with anyone else. Oh,
that's it. It's like buses, isn't it?
It really is. Some people they don't let me work with anymore, like Becky Swan. I think there's definitely I definitely think we're not allowed to work together anymore. I think we're trouble together. Definitely trouble.
I wonder why. I think Becky Swan's trouble with anyone.
Absolutely.
I think it's definitely
trouble
Becky.
Is that lady's middle name. It really is.
Although I'd laugh so much when I'm working with Becky. The tales that she's got to tell, that she has some incredible stories.
Oh,
and
believe me, she does.
You look at her and you think, and I'll say to her, is that true? Did that really happen? Yeah, and it really did. So there we go. So if I turn that round for you.
What an amazing card concept that is.
Card. So just pop that.
No, girl's best friend apparently, Michelle.
Sorry?
No, girl's best friend apparently.
Yes, absolutely.
That is beautiful. And one of so many things you can be making. I think that dive really lends itself to that sort of pop-out or dimensional card. I'll quickly run back through what you get included. If you want the 12 by 12 paper pad individually, additionally, or as part of your build your own bundle, it is a third gone. And there are so many of you with this in your basket at the moment. That is confirmed, checked out orders, names on paper pads in the warehouse. If you want to be able to avail of all of the different elements of this collection, then you're going to need to be fast. It is so beautiful. The imagery is absolutely exquisite. There's loads of depth in these images. You've got these beautiful, almost like watermarks in here. You'll see, it looks beautiful on screen, but you'll have to trust me when I say it is doing it. Once you get it home and see it in person, you are going to be absolutely blown away. I think it's one of those paper pads you really need to see up close and in detail to appreciate the beauty of it. That is available on its own individually. Details are on the screen. Most people adding a couple of extra of those into their collection. So you've got that one just there. Then we've got the luxury cardstock for you. 24 sheets here, 250 GSM, all colour matched beautifully to complement that main collection, which is fabulous. Really beautiful selection of colours in there for you. Then we move into the vellums, and these are, again, stunning. I think this kind of imagery really lends itself well to being vellum, because it's got that real kind of depth of image to it. It's very, very subtle as well, the imagery that's in there. It's quite delicate, isn't it? I think that's the word that I'm looking for. But you can see all of those amazing designs that you're going to receive. You're going to get 6 designs in here, and you'll receive 4 of each, which is excellent. You can see all of that gorgeous imagery that you've got just there. Absolutely stunning. If you want to add extras of anything into your basket, you absolutely can do so, because everything is available individually. If you are spending £40 or $50 on individuals, either on their own building your own bundle, or additionally in conjunction with the main bundle, you will get 10% off those additional items, or full price items, of course. Let me take you through what else is in this collection. Then we've got Heavenly Blessings in here, which is that beautiful topper on the matte layer there with that wonderful angel. Going to be great to colour in with that. Wonderful for doing things like stained glass windows. You've got those gorgeous big angel wings in there, which is Believe in Angels. This is your Angel Blessings. You've just seen Michelle create there with the Heaven Sent. You've got the Feathers Appear in there too. Lots of you, I know, feathers very significant for eternal love, is this beautiful angel releasing the dove there. You've got Angel Kisses, which is that angel die cut with all of those stamp sentiments which go around it. Angel Prayer is this one here with those stamps and dies. If you're going to love your colouring mediums, you're going to love colouring those in. And you've also got Angel Wings. That should all come to £136 or $171. However, today we're taking £41 or $51 off of that. Is it a 30% saving, Johnny, which is pretty unheard of for a brand new launch. Of course, all of you, though, are in Club Inspire somewhere. Platinum members, of course, are going to get, what, another £19 off of this, an extra $24 on top of that saving as well. It is brilliant, brilliant value for money, however you're going for it, whether you're going for the bundle or you're building your own bundle. Seeing as the saving is so big, £41, $51, I would definitely be going for the main bundle and then maybe adding some extra bits in there. We're going to give you an opportunity to check out your basket. It's so busy. In fact, it's so busy, we're going to come away from the Angel collection in a moment. If you want to guarantee you can get your hands on the full collection, I would definitely be placing your orders right now. Whilst you go get your orders placed and check out your baskets, let's share with you all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Hi everyone, I'm Lily. I've been part of Crafters Companion for about a year now. Can't believe it's been that long. It's absolutely flown by. How did my crafting journey start? Well, I have to say I've always been creative. I've always loved drawing, painting, making cards. I sort of started that when I was very, very young, making all my handmade Christmas cards, birthday cards, thank you cards. And from then on in, it pretty much just stuck. So where am I from? So I currently live about 2 miles actually from head office here in County Durham, but I'm actually from Sheffield. Something that's really sort of close to my heart from where I'm from is the fact that we've got the Peak District just on our doorstep. Crafty inspirations, that's an interesting one. I have to say I'm inspired by so many different things. I'm inspired just by the team we have here at Crafters Companion. The craft experts are so inspiring. I learned so much from watching them, from sharing our ideas together, and I've actually watched the team on telly for so many years, even before I first come here. And I remember the first time sort of stepped through the doors here at the CTV studios, I was completely starstruck. And as well, our community that we have, our Crafters Companion family, that wider family that we interact online, you guys emailing into the shows, leaving all the comments, leaving pictures of your creations, I find so inspiring as well. It's a community where we all feed off of each other, a lovely, big, welcoming community. So I'm inspired by all you guys at home as well, which I think is absolutely lovely. What do I do apart from crafting? Well, I absolutely love running. I love being out in the open spaces, come rain or shine or snow or hail or whatever the weather throws us. So what does make Crafters TV so special? Well, I'm going to have to go with a very corny, very cheesy answer, but it is true. It's you guys at home, it's the viewers. If it wasn't for you guys watching, your amazing interaction, all your lovely comments, your feedback, your mates that you send through, Crafters TV would not be the same. We wouldn't be here without you guys at the end of the day. Ooh, big crafting fails or accidents on screen. That's an interesting one. I don't think I've had anything too disastrous. I'll be back on next week and I'll have a crafting disaster you watch now.
Our craft experts come from all over the UK to HQ up in the northeast, and here they are telling you a little bit about where they're from and what it's famous for.
So I'm from a beautiful town called Carnoustie. So many people may recognise the town as a golfing town, famous golfing town. We get lots of big golfing events. I can't say that I'm a golfer myself, but we do get a lot of the celebs, golfers, musicians, actors, all of these turning up at the town. For those that aren't into golfing, what I would tend to say is it's sandwiched in between Arbroath and Dundee, so we are quite far up. I love my town, I love where I am now. However, I will say one of the main things that I miss about my hometown, apart from my family and friends of course, have to say that, otherwise they're going to watch this and be like, where's our mention? It is of course the beach. You know, we're right on the River Tay, we've got the gorgeous beach, the sand and the sea. It's absolutely beautiful. It's the one thing that I always make a beeline for as soon as I arrive back home for a little visit.
I was brought up in Colnbrick, which is a little village near Slough, so it's not very exciting, but we do have the third oldest pub in the whole of the UK there, and it's where the Cox's Pippin apple was first invented or first discovered. But I moved to Chiswick in West London about 25 years ago, and I've lived there ever since, and I love it. It's full of, I wouldn't necessarily say celebrities, but TV stars, so it's quite good for celebrity spotting when you're having a cocktail on the high road.
Katie McQueen saying she's with me on the Strange Dreams at the moment. Gil wants to show, is it your second birthday today? Yeah, it's my unofficial birthday today. The day on which I celebrated my birthday for 19 years. By mistake. I know, right? I'll tell you, if you don't know the story, I'll tell you in launch party later. Michelle loved that card, as is Miriam. Tricia loving it as well. Shaddai saying the Angels, Shadia. I said it right for so long and then slipped up. Said the Angels would look great with a little bit of sparkle maybe, absolutely. Mary Beth loving them as well. Patricia loved that card. Never seen that kind of card before. Would definitely be giving it a go. Colleen's loving the papers. Adriana saying good morning. Michelle is really loving the feathers. As well, and Debbie says happy birthday number 2 since today is your other birthday. Thanks Debbie. And Chloe is checking in as a social media superstar for the second half of the show. We're going to go back and have a look at these, and I think these are so awesome because there are so many great concepts that you can make with these. These are our Zigzag scene builder stamp and dies with 20 stamps and 12 dies. Launched last week with Sarah. Last week or earlier this week? No, last week, yes. And really cool, these ones. You've got 4 different designs in here. So you've got this one here with a lovely, I want to call it an arch bush, but it must have a better name than that. What's it called? Have we got any advance on Archbush? Archbush?
Archbush.
It's like sort of a parody of the Archbishop, the Archbishop of Canterbury. That one. You got that one there. You've also got this one here with the bicycle and that cute little house as well on the hill. Oh, hello. This one here is your castle. It's very Disney princess, this one, isn't it? I'll open that out so you can see there. I actually quite like them in a line like that, don't you? There are so many different ways that you can use these. That's the joy of them. And I love that they do work. They work equally as well round the other way. Does that make sense? Yes. You can have them facing forwards or facing backwards and they still work beautifully. £41.55 or £47.80 is your price on that one just there. £33.24 or £38.24 if you are a platinum member. I remember seeing the concept suite of these a little earlier in the week, Michelle, and there are so many ways you can use these, aren't they?
There really is. They are, again, a fabulous die. So I've got one here for you. Just on this lovely side stepper. So if I just turn it to the side, you can see it's just been decorated onto that side stepper card. I love this one. So the scene has just been built up inside and it's on a lovely glitter card. We've got some of our lovely glitter in there. And just on the front of a card, and again you've got a little
very much like a sort of castle that you'd go and stay in Germany somewhere, doesn't it? You know,
yes.
In the Tyrolean Alps or something like that.
It does. It's beautiful. And then so we've got this one. So this is literally it's tri-folded. So you can see the middle one is done on the other side, obviously to allow that zigzag, but absolutely beautiful. And then how about a tag? You love a good tag.
Look at that one. And again, so if I turn it to the side, there is lots of depth on there. So it's absolutely built up and looks lovely. And then last one, again, as a zigzag, you can see it's done in exactly the same way. But when you zigzag it together, you've got that beautiful scene built up.
Absolutely.
I love these.
Any two for £23 or $26 if you wanted to mix and match on those as well. Or of course, best way to get the best value is to go for that main bundle, as most of you are. If you want to place an order, head over to the website. Details there in the corner of the screen for you, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.eu. Hit that shop the show button, or the shop the day button. There we go. Get my teeth in, and you'll see absolutely everything that's coming up throughout the rest of the day. Katie and Queen's, I love these. They are absolutely gorgeous. They really, really are. Something as well, because you're adding colour yourself, you can really theme them as you want to, Michelle.
Yes, absolutely. So again, I love these. So I've picked the Once Upon a Time. I'm not going to do it as the concept. I picked this one and I thought, do you know what, this is going to look lovely. Well, there's so many different ways you can do it, but this is going to look lovely as a box. So we're going to make a box. We're going to make a nice big box. So my piece of card I've got at the minute, we're going to be making, so it's going to be a 7x5 box. So I've got my two sides here. This is my bottom bit that I need to, that are going to be my tabs, sorry. So let me just, I'm going to give these a good burnish before I run it through the machine, because the machine does tend to squish out your pre-scored lines. So let's re-burnish those. Right, so I'm going to bring in a couple of pieces. So we're going to bring in that gorgeous carriage and that lovely tree line. But what I'm going to do is just very gently, I'm just going to bring in my ruler and pencil. I'm just going to put a faint line just across the bottom, just to sort of judge where I want to put my carriage. It's a carriage, isn't it? Horse and carriage. So I'm really concentrating it here. I'm just using my glass mat just to measure there, and I'm just going to put just a little faint line there, because I want it to go on straight. I don't want it to go on wonky. I mean, you can have it going however. Oh, actually, should we put it on like that, as if it's going up the hill to the castle? So I'm just going to get those. Who used these? Is it the same person? Oh, okay. If it was.
Did we not have them on the show yesterday?
No.
Sunday they were on. Probably Debbie Fisher.
Just get rid of that.
Sandra says I put 2 dies on each level to make a bigger card. That is a great idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Adriana says, Joe, it was probably you then who started the idea of a birthday week or a birthday month. She says, Feliz Cumpleaños, part 2. Or part dos, if you're feeling Spanish.
So this is my tree line. So I'm going to have that one further up, because we're going to use them to cut out some apertures in these boxes. So again, be popping these wherever you want in them to go. So tape those down and bring in my plates. Just get those on. So I'm using Centura pearls. It's the big A3 size Centura pearl that I've used for this particular box. I got a little bit carried away at home. You know what they say, go big or go home. So I was at home, so I had to go big.
Absolutely. Pam says, good morning, happy belated birthday, Joe. When are we going to see a video to get to know you? You've been here since I started watching Crafters TV in 2020. Well, I have filmed one, but it hasn't turned up as yet. Who knows? Maybe it'll surface soon. Pam.
Oh yeah, I think we all know you pretty well, Joe.
I don't think there's anything left to tell, really, Pam, is there? I'm an open book.
Right, so what I'm going to do is, you can see that they're obviously just cut there. I'm going to go up across there, and we're going to create a lovely aperture. So what I'm going to do is So if I bring you this one in, both these are 1.5 inches down, so I'm going to make sure, and again using my glass mat to measure 1.5 inches down, I'm just again going to put a really light line in so I know where I'm sort of going up to. There we go. And then I can just cut from this side here up to that line. And again, I'm using the grids on my glass mat to allow me to line this up perfectly so I don't get a wonky line.
Shelley says, Prince Joe, what time is Sarah on? Myself and Sarah are back with a full 2-hour launch day on the Angel Collection at 2 p.m. Yeah, 2 p.m. Yeah, 2 p.m. here in the UK. Do you know why I'm struggling with this today? Because it's normally written on a little piece of paper just under the screen that I look into. But yeah, 2 p.m. in the UK, which is 9 a.m. on the East Coast, 6 a.m. West Coast. Myself and Sarah here for 2 hours on the Angel Collection, or what is left of it, which could be the case. It is still going very, very quickly.
Well, you do better than me, Joe, because even with that cheat sheet, Johnny still has to tell me the times. It's hard getting your head around other time.
Blows my mind that it's earlier in the day somewhere else in the world.
Yeah.
I just can't, you know, people are still in bed in America.
So that's one, and then we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. I'm going to use the grids on my glass mat to allow me to cut nice and straight.
We'd love the measurement for this box when it's done, when you're finished, please, Michelle. Rhiannon's asking, Rosalind also asking as well.
Absolutely. I've got a couple of things that I need to post the dimensions for.
Okay, cool.
So I'll get them all posted.
Amazing.
Definitely.
Julian says, didn't want the whole bundle, so I ordered my selection to make sure I got the papers watching the show. I should have ordered the bundle. If you're spending £40 or $50, you'll save 10% on the Angel Collection. Christine Mahoney says, okay, my order is in. Dare we ask how? There's probably no paper pads left for anyone else now. Christine's got her order in. Wait for the system to refresh, that's it, they'll be gone.
I know, I'm surprised she hasn't. Although we like to guess, don't we, how many she's...
We do. I daren't guess.
So, there we go. I've got those two sides done. And let's re-burnish those score lines. And then we're just going to come in with my scissors and make this box.
Oh, I just dribbled on myself, Michelle. That happens to all of us, you know. I am 36 now, so what can I say? 30, well, it depends where you're looking, Johnny. Some places I'm still 34, but I'm actually 36.
So, do you know, how am I supposed to cut straight, Joe, when you say things like that? Right, so I've got some acetate, some beautiful vellum. And where did I get it from? Oh, I got it from the Country Lane.
You know this shirt's cheap, Michelle.
Sorry?
You know this was a cheap shirt because my chest hair's poking through it. You could just pull the sort of, it's like a highlight cap, but for chest hair.
A highlight cap.
Is it?
Oh, I love that. That's hilarious. So I've cut these down, and we're just going to tape them over the on the inside. So this is still in stock. Is this Country Lane vellum? So if you want to grab some, yeah, grab it. And the good thing, do you know what the good thing about this vellum is? So if I bring in my box lid, so I've used my tape pen to tape that down, and you cannot see where I've used that tape pen. You can't see it, it's not coming through. So it's a nice thick vellum, and because you've got that pattern on there as well, it just doesn't show through at all, which I love. And then pop that one on that side.
Brenda says, good morning everyone from Fort Myers, Florida. Betty Gossel says, I'm glad I got my order in before Christine. Absolutely.
So there we go. So that's one side.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
It really is. And sometimes these are just lovely. So once you have got a little tea light or something inside this box, you're going to create some beautiful pattern. So again, let's just get this one taped on.
Loads of viewers from Florida today. Morning from Port St. Lucie, Florida. That sounds it sounds like it would be a gorgeous place. If we were going off the place name alone. Port St. Lucie. And Cindy says, good morning, Joe, Michelle, and everyone from Missouri. Good morning, Cindy. We had loads of viewers from Missouri yesterday. It was a place to be, wasn't it? Normally, Maryland seems to be like the crafting capital of the US most days.
Everyone has such fabulous names for where they come from. Mine's pretty boring.
The Costa del County Durham, that's where we're joining you from. Just make up a more interesting name.
Yeah. Right, so if I just hold that up, doesn't it look lovely?
Gorgeous, really lovely with the castle.
Yeah, do you know, and so if I bring it back over again, I just thought these papers were perfect. So you've got that lovely floral one there and those flowers. They just make such beautiful backgrounds. So let's get this taped together. In fact, I'm not going to use wet glue. What I'm going to use is I'm going to use my tape because it's a little bit quicker than you guys having to stand and watch me hold that down for a little while. So let's bring in this. Oh, let's. So this is gilding flakes that's all over that.
Dear.
So we'll
They
get rid
everywhere, don't they? We've got a red liner tape bundle available for you on the show if you want to go for that. I'll give you the details for it. 6 rolls. 2 of the 12mm, 2 of the 6mm, 2 of the 3mm. Down from $18.54 to $13.50. Down from $37 to $27.50 if you are in the US. What collection is the vellum from? Country Lane, did you say, Michelle?
It is. I think, I mean, I know I always say we don't use it enough, and I think people are a little bit scared to use it, because some of the vellum you can get is a lot thinner than others, but this one, it's a nice way, and because it's quite coloured as well, again, you can be using your tape behind it, and you don't necessarily, like I just showed you on my lid, you don't see it coming through at all.
Cindy says, good morning from Minnesota, where it's 6:15 in the morning. Good morning, Minnesota.
So I'm just going to put this on here. Again, just so you don't have to watch me holding this while it all dries. Just lift those up. So again, so my sides are, what are they, 5 inches. So my sides are all 5 inches wide. And then because obviously I couldn't have made this with just one normal piece of card, I've cut the base separate. And you just cut a couple of pieces to the size. So these are 5 by 5. And I've just cut them just the tiniest slither shorter than 5 by 5. And then it just allows it to, for one will go inside and then one will go on the base outside. And then you've got that double strength, and it hides all these flaps so it doesn't look unsightly. So just pop that there. And then trying not to get my head over. Really, if I was at home, I'd have my head right over the top of this so I could see what I were doing. There you go. And my roots, I've just had my hair done, so you're not going to be seeing no unsightly roots if I do that. So I've got that one on the bottom. This one is just going to pop in there. We're going to glue it down, but you can see once it's in there, it hides all those tabs. And then if I just bring in my lid, and again, so I've taped that on. I've used my tape pen, and you can't see where I've used tape pen on there because this vellum is so good that it's a lovely,
got a lovely opacity to it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's so thick. So let's just get this off. Pop that on there. And then let's tape this.
Brenda Bibby is saying, great idea for a box, this one. Anne says, good morning from Arkansas. I've got their hands on this collection. Michelle Gibbs says, hi everyone, from not far away. From a not so far away Blythe in Northumberland, but originally from County Durham. My mum and sister live in Spennymoor, not far from CCHQ. That's where our Craig lives. Happy second birthday, Joe. Thank you. Not that as in I'm 2 years old, as in it's my second birthday this year. Although some may say I have the humour of a 2-year-old. You wouldn't be the first to say that.
No, who would say that, Joe?
Who would say that?
So very quickly, I've just cut some more of the vellum, and I'm just going to have a nice slither. Well, they're about 1 inch wide, just across the bottom. So you can see that I've just used my tape pen. Can't see it through. So again, I think it just shows the thickness of this beautiful vellum. And I was going to use my paper pad at home, but I thought vellum, because I don't use it as much, and I think we don't all use it as much. So we definitely need to bring it out a little bit more. So that's all my sides. And then let me pop my lid on. And then I've just stamped out to the fairest of them all. Got a lovely little sentiment there. And then I'm just gonna pop that on there. And then that is my box. Just a nice, simple silhouette style box with those gorgeous zigzag dies.
Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, that box. You want to be making that, absolutely you can, with this brand new collection. So remember, you've got those 3 different collections in here, each one of them with the 3 dies, and they work so well, but they look lovely across the bottom of a scrapbook page. As well, if you wanted to put them together like that. You've got this one here, that one with the arch. You've got this wonderful one with the house and the bicycle there as well. I think this one's definitely my favourite, with the castle and the horse and carriage there. And then you've also got this little one with the cute village scene as well. Remember, you're getting the dies in there, and you're getting stamped sentiments too to go with them, which is fabulous. Just give you the details on those ones. It is these 41.55 or 47.80. You can go for a couple of those as well if you want to. Any 2 of them, £23 or $26 if you want to get your hands on those ones. I want to tell you about the Explorers kit. We always have an Explorers kit on launch party. I often see Baz's picture on there and think it's Tom Kerridge for a second. From far away, it does look like it could be Tom Kerridge, doesn't it? If you're in the US, he's a very famous chef here in the UK. These Explorers kits are always brilliant. It's always about you trying something new, and this is wonderful because both of these have been put together. They're both Discovery kits. You've got the original and the advanced, both in the mandala too. So this one is your original one, and then you've also got the advanced one in there too. There's absolutely loads in here. You've got projects in there. You've got full instructions on how you're going to build those beautiful mandalas too. It really is like a new sort of hobby or a new craft in a box. Great to have both of those together in that collection. Do not miss out on those. We are going to go though back to the Angel collection. Right, big collection, a fifth of the stock has gone, with so many of you still with it in your basket at the moment over on the website. That is those of you that have checked out and confirmed your orders. A fifth of the stock has gone. The paper pad individually, half of the opportunities to add extras of these into your baskets have gone. Half gone at the moment. So yeah, it's very, very busy on this. If you want to have the option of getting additional paper pads, or you want to build your own bundle including this paper pad, you are going to need to be quick for it. Let me take you through this, and this is that gorgeous paper pad. If you want it, it's on its own, $14.99 or $19.95. Absolutely beautiful imagery running all the way through this one. It's very sort of ancient Rome, ancient Greek. It's going to be wonderful for in memory cards, sympathy cards. Definitely though, you're going to be able to take this and take it in a lot of different directions. A really lovely soft colour palette. I love the faces as well. I think on something like Angels in a collection, that you've got to nail the faces, haven't you? Because if the faces are ever so slightly out, they just don't look right. These do. They look like they've been lifted from a scene on a stained glass window somewhere, you know, in a beautiful church or cathedral. That's what it's kind of reminding me of. So you're going to get that included in the main collection, of course. You will also, a lot of people at the moment are adding 2 of these into their basket with the main collection. One of the luxury linen and also one of the vellums. All of those items available individually still at the moment, but probably not for much longer. This is the luxury linen cardstock, which is coming in, of course, with that main collection. So that's there. 24 sheets of that. It is 250 GSM. It's got a white core too. So if you want to distress it and tear it and do all those different techniques, you've absolutely got the ability to do that. Absolutely loving the vellums too. So you're going to get 6 designs in the vellums. You will get 4 of each of these, which is brilliant. They're all like their own little characters as well, these angels. They're all sort of slightly different in size and shape and scene. Some of them holding things like flowers, some with musical instruments, some looking out into the distance. They really are absolutely stunning. I love this one here. I love the colourways on this one with the red wings and the red book there. That is beautiful. So you're going to get the vellums included. That is coming in there for you. Then we're going to move into the hardware, as we like to call it, which is all of your different stamps and dies, of course, in here. This first one you're going to get is Heavenly Blessings. Love that you've got it on the top of there as well. I love that you're getting the matte layer included. Going to be great for stained glass windows. Wonderful for maybe colouring in around that die cut element. The wings here, very Grecian, aren't they? Very ancient Greek. The believe in angels that you've got there. Who's the guy that flew Icarus?
Yes.
So they've got a bit of that sort of ancient Greek mythology feel to them. This one here is your Angel Blessings, which is all of your sentiments in there. Sentiments always important with a collection, but I think very, very much so with this particular collection, with the note that it's trying to strike. Heaven Sent is that one there. You saw Michelle using that one a little earlier in this show. The feathers appear. I know lots of you, feathers are very symbolic. Brilliant that we've been able to incorporate that into this collection. Then you've also got your Eternal Love, which is that one there with the gorgeous angel releasing the dove. Such a really gorgeous scene. This one here is Angel Kisses, and with this one what you're getting is the die cut with angel, and then the ability to curate your own sentiment using the stamps which go alongside that. Then you've got Angel Prayer, which is that one there. This one here is the Ethereal Angels, and then of course your embossing folder, which is that one there, Angel Wings. Really beautiful, all the script and scroll and those lovely big angel wings over the front of there. 1/5 of the stock of the main collection has gone. It should be £136 today in the UK. We've taken it down to £94.99. That's a saving of £41. However, everyone's got a little bit of an extra saving, haven't they? Now, Platinum members will save an extra, £19 on top of that, which is excellent. If you're in the US, it should have been £171. A $51 saving brings that down to $119.95. However, Platinum members in the US save an extra $24 on top of that as well. Make sure you're getting yourself up to that $125 threshold, so you're getting that free shipping and handling on there. Of course, everyone will be getting free shipping, free postage and packaging on this here in the UK. Right, we're going to go back to Michelle, and I've just got some more samples of beautiful things we can do with this. I'm just going to treat us to another demonstration, I believe.
I'm going to show you a few samples first. I'm just not organised. I was taping up my box. So I've got a couple of these boxes, and then I've just got, there we go. So I'm organised nearly. So boxes, you've got this beautiful big box there, and it's got that angel kisses on the top. So that's the die with all those stamps. And I love this box because on each side there's something different. There's that beautiful feather, there's that gorgeous angel that you would absolutely be paper piecing, but this one as well, this edgeable, you're going to paper piece that up, or you're going to put acetate behind, maybe use your re-inkers and alcohol ink it up to make it look like a stained glass window. And then those beautiful wings. And then if I bring this one in, so you've got those wings on there. So I'm going to use these next. You've got the fact that they pop out, so you're going to be able to put your acetate behind there, or again, your vellum, or just have it behind card. And then we've got this. So again, these are the ones where these stamps where you can be colouring them in. Look how beautiful that is. Just on a nice simple dome front card, but just amazing. And then this one. So again, I love this one. So it's obviously it's the edgeable, but I don't know if it's going to catch the light. It's been used with some sparkle inks or a sparkle pen, and then it's been coloured up. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But this book, look at this book. Love this.
That's cool, isn't it?
Just
how's that been created then, Michelle? I did have a couple of questions about that after you showed it a little earlier.
So it's been used, so our memory book dies that we do have, it will have been used with those. So if I just pop it there, you can see how this has been made with, again, so we've got those spine builder dies that we do, and then you're just going to attach all your pages just on the inside. You're going to decorate them up. You're going to have all your pockets, all your flips and flaps that you can make for these. These have got the ability to, you know, they haven't been attached at the top, so you can be putting things inside there. You're going to have, can I grab it? Where is it there? You're going to, you can see, so you can see that that's with the vellum.
That's a lovely way of using the
so
vellum.
Beautiful vellum pockets. Let me just look to put that back. So yeah, you're gonna. Do you know what? You're gonna have so much fun. Lots of, you can make as many pages as you want, and then just decorate it. Oh, I love making little photo albums like this, our little memory albums. They're not as hard. Again, you've got our memory book dies, all those kind of your spine builders, everything like that. So you know you've got the ability to bring them into this collection and make some amazing stuff.
Amazing. Lots of lovely comments still coming in. Sarah, loads of love for that box as well. Carol loved it, as did Carletta and Brenda as well. Sarah Brown says, I'm watching still, but I've got myself into bed watching on my iPhone. Really enjoying the demo session. Sound like dial-up internet today, don't I? Sarah Brown says, here we go. I'll have to get my teeth in before Sarah later. Really enjoying the demos today, Michelle. Thanks for sharing your ideas with us all. I've got to come clean. I only got about 4 hours sleep last night. Me and Michelle were out raving in Darlington. No, we weren't really. I just had one of those awful nights of sleep. You know, you just can't get to sleep. And then I think I got to sleep about 2 and then woke up about 6, something like that.
Nothing worse.
So join us later for Weight Launch Party. That's going to be fun because it'll be a fake Friday. Joe's not had any sleep special. Who knows what will come out of my mouth? Who knows? Rosalind says, Joe, it's funny you mentioned the best places to craft in the US. I did a little research looking for weekend getaways. Top US cities for crafters based on education and access to supplies are New York City, San Diego and Miami apparently are the most craft friendly cities. I'd love to go to Miami. I'm eyeing a little holiday in the new year and I thought Miami might be on the list. Yes. Michelle. Yeah. And she says, fun fact, Maryland is the number 2 behind Hawaii in the top 20 happiest states in the US. There you are.
Wow.
Very happy.
Absolutely.
Right, what would you like to share with us on this then, Michelle?
So I'm going to use the Believing Angels. Again, another beautiful die in this. You've got the so that nice big matte piece, but you've got this. And this is the one that's going to cut into it and allow you to bring your wings up as well. So let's get both those off. There we go. So let's pop that to the side. Again, so I'm going to be making a box. So this is one of my panels. I've matte and layered some craft card, again with some of that beautiful paper from this this kit. So let me bring this in. So I'm just gonna temporarily tape that down. Just, and then I'm going to run it through with this tape. So I'm going to tape again this down. I don't want it to move from where I'm cutting it. And then we're going to run it through. So again, I'm using my Big Gemini, but I think most of these in this collection will go through your Junior. Is that deal still on the Junior?
I'm not sure.
Or was it a Monday mega
I'm
deal?
not sure. We'll have to double check over on the website.
It might be an extended Monday mega deal. Right, so the reason that I temporarily taped this down, let me just get my tape off.
Oh, it's still live. You'll have
Is
to be
it?
quick, but you could still get it. Yeah, with that 20% discount.
I like it when someone forgets to take something off of sale and it's still on
It's
there.
handy, isn't it?
It's a nice surprise when you go to get something and it's still on sale. Especially when you think, actually, you didn't do it, and then the day after you regret that you didn't do it.
And then you find it.
And then the day after, it's still on sale. So let me just peel that off. Right, the reason that I did that is because I knew that it wouldn't cut all the way through. But by doing that, I've got this lovely divot that this is just going to sit back into, so I know that when I run it...
a lovely divot. Said no one ever.
I can't think of the word.
Oh, what a lovely divot.
Dent.
Oh, what a lovely didn't.
Emboss line. It's left that emboss line there.
Love it.
So I know
Let's go with
exactly.
divot. I think divot's a great word. It's a very underutilised word, divot.
I think so. It's because I watched Pretty Woman last week.
Where do divots appear in that?
Well, when she's all posh and she goes to watch him playing, what's that thing that they play on the horses where they hit the balls? Polo. And then, you know, half time they say, right, so everyone onto the lawn and replace the divots.
Oh,
so it's where they've, you know, hooked the... Because he said to beware of the steaming divots. So, hence why that word was stuck in my head. There's no rhyme or reason to some of the things that I say or do. Just sometimes, you know.
What a lovely divot. Divot! All I can think about is pivot now, from Friends.
Oh yeah, pivot, yeah. So there you go. So that's going to go back on now absolutely perfectly because of my divot. So let's tape this on. If I came out with normal words to describe things, people would worry and think there was something wrong.
We absolutely would. We'd be alarmed. Panicked and alarmed.
I know. So just getting all those little edgy bits and then going to go all the way around. And pop that on. Try and get it exactly where it needs to be. And then I'm going to bring in, so again, some beautiful vellum. Oh, look at it's just beautiful.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It really is. So I'm going to pop that on the back. Let me just get those little and pop this in. Oh. There we go. Look, it's just beautiful. I mean, I was actually going to put some of the wings back over it, but I really don't want to, but I think I'm going to, because that's what I was planning on doing anyway. So I'm going to bring these back in again. And I've just, again, so I've got some craft card. And I'm going to pop them both through together. So again, you know, you've got the ability to use them separately or together, these two dies in there. So again, you know, meaning that you can be doing absolutely more with them, which is again what we like. We like to be able to do as many things and as many different things with the things that we buy, because then we justify it to ourselves. Well, we can do lots of things with that, you know, and then you talk yourself into it, and not that we need to, but you know, it sort of justifies it for us, doesn't it? So let's get this off. Take those.
Patricia said, I took one look at this collection and had to buy it immediately. If I keep looking at my TV with this beautiful collection, I'll cry, says Eileen. Hello, says. But I think Eileen is in Puerto Rico and I don't think she's able to get her hands on it. I'm not sure. I'm not very well versed in who can order where and how that works, Michelle. Are you? Are you, Johnny?
No.
Johnny's having a right mare, Michelle.
Oh, I know.
Is that what all that beeping is about for the last 2 hours? I feel like I feel like I'm living inside a Microsoft computer and that little paperclip keeps bouncing around on the screen and it won't go away.
I did wonder what that was. I mean, there's drilling outside.
Yeah. You can incorporate some of the angel elements into a Christmas card. Just change the theme to Christmas colours. Great idea.
Of course.
Karen Fisher.
Of course. I don't know why I've just took that off yet. So let me bring this in. So this is that beautiful angel wings. So I'm just going to lift those up because I don't want to glue them down. Just going to pop some glue down there and then just round the edges. Let me use my dotty for that. Let me just bring in a spare piece of card because I don't want to get it on that wing.
My mum is like that, Michelle. She once took her car to the garage because the helicopter light came on, says Katie. I mean, they don't make the lights easy for you, do they? They look like the most... Why don't they just look like the problem? You know, you've got a flat tyre, it shows you a picture of a cat. Like, I'm thinking, what on earth is that about? You need oil, so it shows you, like, a picture of you know, Monet's sunflowers. Did Monet do sunflowers? Or that Picasso? I'm not sure. Anyway, you get the point. They don't look anything like it, do they?
No, definitely not.
Why? I mean, this day and age, can't it just tell you?
You would think so.
Can't it just tell you in real letters that what's wrong? Rather than a silly light? Someone have a word with the manager of cars, will you?
So I'm just popping that in there. And there we go. So you've got my lovely wings and you can see that beautiful vellum behind. So if I just bring in the other sides to my boxes. So I've got this one. And
Johnny's
pop
laptop.
this on here.
Laptop heaven, I think, by the sounds of it. Don't worry, you can have mine, Johnny.
Oh dear. So at least everyone knows what they've got in store for themselves for the rest of the day.
Oh no, best behaviour in the next show. Don't you worry about that, Michelle. I'll save it all up for you later.
Thanks for that. Got another pair of those wings there.
A lovely message from Patricia says, I belong to a group called Angels Among Us. And she says, and we send out cards of encouragement, etc. When called upon, this collection would be perfect to use. Wouldn't it be perfect?
Oh,
Just that. Really lovely for just because cards, I think, this, which is always a lovely sort of card to see.
So, it's here. Thought, oh no, it's not. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I've lost the base of my box. How do I do that every single time? Every time. So we'll put the sides together first. I think sometimes because normally your box base is included with your box, when you go on to make a bigger one, I tend to misplace those pieces as a spare card and use them for something else and then think to myself, actually that should have been for... So there we go, so this one's going to go on here. And then my last side on this one. Oops. So again, a nice simple box to put together, but these, I mean, look at that piece there. You've got feathers on there, you've got lovely floral elements, you've got, again, script in the background. There's just so many depths to these particular paper pads. There we go, so let me turn that all the way around.
That red line on the bottom of your screen there.
And pop it together. So what size is my box? So I'm a 5x5, so I'm going to quickly cut. Oh, is it there? No, it's not. Let me just quickly cut that down.
Right.
So 1 week I'm losing sentiments everywhere. This week it's... Oh, do you know, I lost... So yesterday on one of the shows, I was die cutting and everything. And when I tried to tidy away last night, I'd lost the stamp.
Oh, did it go in the bin?
No, I'd accidentally, so it's here, look. It had got stuck to the bottom of my plate, and it was a sentiment, but now it's just something
you sent
squished.
It through, did you? Squished
Yeah.
it? Oh,
I
you
did
did a Craig with the elephant.
So I found it this morning, all squished on the bottom of my plate. They can just be a little bit sticky. Yeah. And I normally always check the bottom of my plate before I run it through, but...
It's a good life lesson, that. Always check the bottom of your plate.
We'll just get tape on this one. And then we are nearly
So
done.
he said, glad you said about the noises in the background. I was trying to work out where it was coming from and beginning to think I was going mad. I don't know, I didn't realise you could hear it at home. Is this a Fay paper pad? Asked Terry Tom. I don't know. I'm not sure. I would imagine it is. It has that feel to it, doesn't it? Patricia says, oh my heart, this box is going to be beautiful. I hope you can't hear it at home because it's very annoying.
There we go. So quickly get my lid. I'm going to pop that on the top of there. And then, so that is the front with those beautiful wings, but just on the top, I'm going to pop the angel. So again, I'm just going to use my dotty. And all I've done with this angel, I've matte and layered the You Are My Guardian Angel. So I've matte and layered some craft with just some white. I'm going to pop that on a couple of foam pads. And then I'm going to pop that on there. And then if I turn that round, that is my finished box with that beautiful. And see, I've used these all nice and quiet and simply, but you can absolutely go to town with these.
Really, really gorgeous. I love that. Absolutely beautiful. Will you spin it around for us?
Look at all those beautiful, them papers,
Absolute
look at them.
masterpiece, isn't it? It's got a sort of marble-esque feel to it,
Yes.
hasn't it?
Oh, they are, like you said, they're like nothing that we've ever done. Just gorgeous.
There must be a specific word for something that is like marble. That's better than marble-esque.
I was just going to say marble-esque.
Any advances on marble-esque in the comments, do let us know. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Sounds like Elephant Gate all over again, Michelle says. Patricia. Right, I guess we better do card of the show then. We're fast running out of time on this wake up call. Remember, you've got another opportunity to see this collection again, of course, on that full 2-hour launch show with myself and Sarah, just over an hour's time, which is 2 p.m. in the UK, 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. over on the West Coast. You will not want to miss out on that. Right then, card of the show, of the show, of the show.
So number one is the double gatefold with the feathers. Number two is the Star Wars spaceship with the angel. I couldn't think of what it was called. It's a diamond front, isn't it? Number three is those zigzag dies. And then number 4, again, is the angel box.
Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Tough choice for you today. Let's go back through then what you're going to get in this main collection. We're going to start with the paper pad. Is it over half gone now? I believe on this. Really, really beautiful designs in here. You have got 12 designs, 3 of each across the different papers, and they're just so beautiful, so refined, very elegant, very classy, got a real vintage feel to it. It really has got a sort of a bit of an ancient Roman feel to it, which I absolutely adore. It definitely could be quite religious, but I think it could be quite mythical as well if you wanted to take it on that kind of journey. I really love all the depth and the layers to each one of the papers that you've got, those gorgeous florals. You're going to find so many different ways to use this, whether it is, definitely I could see this being wonderful for Christmas cards. I think it's one of those that you're going to be able to use for Christmas as well as all year round. Think about incorporating this to other things like your Bethlehem collection as well. What was the one we did the year before, Johnny? Not the Bethlehem collection. It was called, do you know the one I mean? What was it called? Answers on a Postcard. I can see it. I can see it now. Someone will let us know. Again, it would fit beautifully. No, it was a whole collection. It was a Nature's Garden collection. Was it Oh Holy Night or something like that? It was something along those lines, wasn't it? It was beautiful. It worked really well with this angel collection. Really lovely luxury linen cardstock here as well, in that lovely soft linen effect, which is beautiful. Adore that one. Then we are going to move into the vellums. So the vellums, you have got 6 different designs in here. You will get 4 of each, which is beautiful. So we've got this one here. They're all like their own individual characters, aren't they, these? I love this one as well. Can you see all the feathers that you've got on here? But the feathers are sort of like watermarks. It's really cleverly done, beautifully designed. These collections. You've got musical notes and script in the back of these as well. Lovely colours too, which are running all the way through. The green one is particularly stunning. Love how you've got that sort of vintage. Almost looks like here, you know, on a photo where it's sort of aged. And it's got that sort of chic, shabby chic feel to it. It's almost like that kind of effect. But then actually, the closer you look, you realise they are falling feathers. It's so beautiful. So you're going to get that included in there as well. That is your vellums that you've got just there. You are, of course, getting all of this in that main collection as well, which is brilliant. Let's move into the dies and stamps that we have also. This one here being your heavenly blessings that you can see just there with that wonderful angel. So much detail in here, all in central here. Also, you look at this and you think, gosh, it's you struggled with this die to see how it all stays connected. It's so detailed, really beautiful. How that's all come from one cut is really impressive. This one here is your believing angels that you've got with those pop-up wings just there, really stunning. Then we've got angel blessings. I mean, sentiment's always important, of course, in our collections, but none more so than with this one. We've got in here, faith tells me that no matter what lies ahead of me, angels are already there. You inspire me. Friends are angels in disguise, wishing you peace, love and joy. You are heaven sent. Just a handful of the sentiments that you're receiving in there. This one here is your heaven sent. This one is brilliant because this one isn't symmetrical, which I know sounds silly. Most dies we bring you are symmetrical. It's lovely that this one isn't, gives you a slightly different feel to it. You've then got your feathers up here. I know feathers, of course, are very significant to a lot of you, hold a lot of significance, and this is brilliant to recreate that. Laura says the angels have a Renaissance feel to them. That was the word I was looking for earlier. Renaissance is exactly the feeling that we were talking about, which is sort of the style of sort of Michelangelo and all of those wonderful artists. This one here is your eternal love that you can see just there. Really beautiful with the angel releasing the dove, which is stunning. Then you've got your angel kisses, which is this one here. You've got the sentiment, which is the die cut sentiment with angel, then the ability to curate your own sentiment, or the rest of your sentiment using the stamps that are in there also. This one here, this one is Angel Prayer that you can see. You've got that stamped image, the embellishing element with the harp and the flowers and the sprigs there too, and you'll get the sentiment in there also. This one here is your ethereal angels. Again, you've got the stamps there, you've got the dove, the feather that you're going to be able to cut out with that. And then also the angel wings, which is your awesome 3D embossing folder. $94.99 or $119.95 is excellent value because it's saving you $41.88 or $51.40. Platinum members are going to save an extra £19 or $24, which is amazing. $75.99, $95.96 if you're a platinum member. If you want the option to be able to add extra 12x12s, linen cardstock, vellums into your basket, you are going to have to be quick if you want to do that. If you want to either do that in conjunction with the main collection, or maybe you're building your own bundle, because when you're building your own bundle from the singles over on the website, if you're spending over £40 or $50, you'll save an extra 10%. So really great deals however you're doing it, but I would absolutely guarantee the 12x12 paper pad is going to go today. I would be surprised if there is an awful lot left by the time we get to that launch part of the launch day show in about an hour's time. If you are watching this show back, absolutely you need to be checking the website for the current stock situation because it is going so fast at the moment. The team next door have also put together a great ink pad bundle which will perfectly complement your angel collection. And this is it. They've selected these colours to perfectly colour match those in the paper pad. So you've got Pine Tree, you've also got Sandstorm, Pale Fig. I always want to call that one Pale Pig. It's very hard not to. This one here is your Frosty Jade. You've also got Crushed Velvet. Oh gosh, nearly. Did you see that? Got me thumb in it, but it didn't get me shirt. Oasis. We've then got Plum Jam, Lavender Ice, all fingers and thumbs today, aren't I? And you'll also get the Frosted Sea Glass in there as well, which is that gorgeous one. Just there, £43 or $64, saves you £10 or $16 on that. Some really lovely pens which will match beautifully with your angel collection too is our Tri-Blends, the iconic original Tri-Blends, $17.99 or $26.50. All you need to do is choose which of these you'd like to go for. So floral blends, we also have portrait blends, exotic blends, and the coastal blends. They are your option. 10% saving there on all of those. The winner of the card of the show, is number 2, Michelle. There we are. The Boingy front card.
Thank you, guys.
Really, really stunning, isn't it? We'll be back, of course, launch party a little bit.
Yeah.
Launch party a little later, Michelle, you and I. Who knows if we'll have any angels left, but there's other brilliant things on there, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. Yes, so you can see it's going to be fun. But I've got punny Christmas stamps for you. I love those.
Not puny as who was it? Thought they were called puny Christmas stamps. Jamie thought they were called puny Christmas stamps.
Puny, no, the punny ones. We've got some Zigzag again, some more Zigzag, but we have got some previews for you. So,
ooh, that's
but yeah, you're gonna want to. You're gonna want to tune in for those.
Oh yeah, make sure you tune in for the previews. At This World deal, we've got an Explorer kit as well. Right, go check out your baskets. If you haven't yet, get your order placed because everything is still in stock. But I don't think that is going to be the case when we get to that launch party show in about an hour's time. You're going to go and check out your baskets. We're going to go and have our chicken wraps from Christina in the canteen. It's today's special, delicious. And we'll see you back here in an hour. Well, I will at least with Sarah. Michelle will see us back here a little bit later for launch party. Take care.